Hello, everyone. We are in a misty day in Glenumbra. We're going to go ahead and do rally cry, help Shaza, reclaim the siege camp.
Watch it now.
I won't just stand here and watch our people die. Get General Gautier to give the order. My axe thirsts to taste werewolf blood.
The order's given. Let's take back the camp.
Ah, you sweet-tongued devil. That's what I like to hear. Follow me. Make the werewolves pay! Lion Guard, hold your ground!
Who's next?
We made it. Get in there and find General Mondin. I'll signal the others to move in.
Such pain.
These cursed werewolves. How in oblivion did you get in here?
General Gautier's troops are right behind me. I cleared a path for them.
Gautier's retaken the camp? You must have led quite a charge. Tell him I have almost a full company of soldiers in here, and we're ready to fight.
The camp is ours again. I've never seen anyone fight like you. It was inspirational. Did you reach General Mandin?
Yes, she said her contingent is intact and ready to fight.
Good. Now for our battle plan. We need to take and hold the city courtyard, just inside the main gate. And we could use your help.
What do you need me to do?
We can't hold the courtyard unless someone locks the inner gate. That'll keep werewolf reinforcements from reaching us. I need you to get into the northwest tower and lock that gate.
Consider the gate locked. It's a lot of dead bodies.
We made it in, thanks to you. With the gate locked, we should be able to hold this position.
Where are the Lion Guard soldiers?
You're looking at them. We're all that's left. We can hold this position, but we don't have enough troops remaining to make a full assault on the city.
Do you have a plan?
We're bringing in more troops, but that will take time. Until then, we hold this position. We never would have gotten this far without your help. We sent word to Aldcroft for reinforcements. I'll take anything they can send my way. Now, if I could only reach my son.
Your son?
My son Darien serves as captain of the Camlorn Guard. We've heard that there's still a contingent of guards operating within Camlorn, and Darien is among them. If we could reach them, our chances of retaking the city improve dramatically. Darien carries the master key to the city gates. With that key, we can open both the central and eastern gates at the same time. That would allow us to attack the werewolves from 2 directions.
I'll find your son.
Good to see that you're still alive. If we retake Camlorn today, it will be because of you. But keep your wits about you. It's not over yet.
You're right, we still got a lot to do.
If Darien's still alive, his friend Alanon will be with him. Alanon can be difficult to deal with, but he's the best alchemist I know. He's working on a way to cure the victims of Faolchu's lycanthropy.
Is he close to completing the cure?
With a few final ingredients, yes. My aides have gathered most of what he needs. Bring him these items, along with some fresh blood from Faolchu's werewolves. Then, Alanon should be able to finish his cure.
I'll find Alanon. Yeah. Fresh blood. Okay.
Someone would only help.
Trying to find a book.
Help!
May not be available until we cleared the area. For the books! Books!
You asked for it.
And again, Little Shop of Horrors, which comes up often. Must be blood. Must be fresh. Book! No. Thieves' Trove. Triumphs of a Monarch, Chapter 10. Summons of Destiny. And that, dear reader, is my story. You have read now my carefree youth in Cumberland House, when my father, Lord Pierrick, saw to my training in the crafts of trade, of war, and of state, and my first great victory over Durkarach at the gates of Daggerfall, and the vast orichalcum lode our family struck in the Cumberland mine. You've heard of the tragic coming of the Connaughton flu, how it took both my father and entire royal family of Wayrest, leaving our kingdom leaderless in a time of chaos. You now know with what reluctance I was persuaded to assume the throne of Wayrest. You know of the halo of gold that outlined the sun on the day of my coronation. That omen of approval by the divines dispelled all my doubts and converted even my most envious rivals into heartfelt allies. You've now learned the history of Rancer's War and how it led to the second, or greater, Daggerfall Covenant, embracing the Red Guards of Hammerfell as well as the Orcs of Orsinium, who came to our aid in our hour of direst need. The free peoples of northwest Tamriel vowed to stand together against all threats, be they from within or without. We were soon tested. In 2 E579, the Emperor Varen, with whom I had concluded a treaty, disappeared from the Imperial City, and Cyrodiil once again fell under the pall of the Daedric Cabal. In Varen's unexplained absence, the Empress, that's in quotations, Clivia, a descendant of the savage Reachman, assumed the Ruby Throne. Since then, the heart of the Empire has fallen into madness, murder, and decay. It is fortunate for our peoples, indeed for all the peoples of Tamriel, that the true flame of the Empire of Men still burns in the Daggerfall Covenant. These are terrible times, but our destiny lies before us as straight and true as the Remen roads. We must march on Cyrodiil, overthrow the false Empress and all her brood, and restore the Empire of Tamriel. Then once more peace and justice will rule the provinces rather than blood and fire. Book! Okay. Terry and Gautier.
What brings you to our pleasant little city? The war? The blood? The thrice-damned werewolves?
The Lion Guard holds the courtyard. Your father sent me to find you.
That's the first good news I've heard today. But if you're here to take me to my father, you can get that thought right out of your head. There are beautiful women in Camlorn that still need to be rescued.
General Gautier sent me to retrieve your master key.
In all seriousness, I'm not doing anything before we find a safe refuge for the civilians hiding in the surrounding buildings. The inn nearby should be defensible enough, and it's full of supplies. There's just one catch.
What's the catch?
The inn's locked up tight and the innkeeper was killed trying to reach us. Get the key from the body and enter the inn, then shine a signal light. I'll rally the civilians and get them to safety. We'll talk about my key after that.
I noticed Bloodthorn cultists in the city.
When the werewolves attacked, the damn Bloodthorns appeared inside the city. It was as if they'd been here all along. I think they even opened the gates for the werewolves. They had a plan, and they executed it perfectly.
You think Faolchu and the Bloodthorns are working together?
If they didn't start out that way, that's certainly the case now. A marriage made in oblivion, to be sure, but effective nevertheless.
Are you injured? No? Then stop bothering me.
I have the ingredients for your werewolf cure.
Now don't ask me to guarantee that this antidote will work. Faolchu's spawn are unusually resilient.
But can you make a cure?
In a church? Certainly not. But I could do it at the inn. That's Darian's plan, to get us to the inn. Then we'll see about crafting an antidote for this terrible affliction.
Get the injured inside. Anyone who can still stand, guard the doors.
Darian talks of nothing but wine and women. But behind his bluster, he's a better tactician than his father. Though that's not saying much.
Is the cure ready?
What do you think I've been doing here? Making soup? Here it is. Go beat up on some werewolves until they're weakened, then douse them with this. If the cure works, they'll revert to human form. Then send them back here.
And here we are at the inn, all safe and sound, more or less. We saw the light and followed you inside.
Now, about your master key?
Not quite yet. We need weapons and armor to help protect these civilians. There are caches of Camlorn guard supplies hidden around the city. Gather some, and we can arm more people.
I'll find the caches.
How bad does it look?
Trying to carefully kill them so I can douse them. Okay, there we go. Things die too fast.
I have to get out of here. Get somewhere safe.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Got to
Plead
be
for
better than that
vengeance.
to stop us.
I write this to record the fall of Camlorn and ask for our city to be avenged. I need to write this quickly as I can hear the foul creatures howling outside my door. I don't know how long the barricade will hold, and I want to finish this and hide it before they find me. So, how did all this begin? As with most falls, we were betrayed. It was Jonathan Telwyn, my one-time friend and companion, who had sworn himself to the service of Angof and the undead monster called Faolchu. Jonathan confided in me. He asked me to join his cause. I dismissed him, thinking he was just another of his many pranks. I was wrong. Faolchu made Jonathan a shifter, and the first wolf to breach our gate strolled in as though he belonged here. We let him, because he did. Once inside, Jonathan spread Faolchu's curse. He called it a gift throughout the city. Cursed would meet at night while the city slept, and we mistook the howls in the dark for wild dogs. As the number of the cursed grew, they opened the gates and let Faolchu and the rest of his mad pack into the city. That was a few hours ago, just after night fell. They ripped apart anyone who tried to oppose them. The blood. There was so much blood. Those they didn't kill, they changed. I watched as my friends and neighbors transformed into wolves. Their screams were a mix of agony and ecstasy, and some dark part of me longed to join them, but I put such thoughts aside and got my family to safety. We never would have made it if not for the Camlorn Guard. Captain Darien and a small number of guards attacked the werewolves and defended us as we made our escape. I must say, Captain Darien was magnificent. He seemed immune to each attack, dodging and blocking and laughing as though he was thoroughly enjoying himself. He cleared a path to a house and shouted for a group of civilians to get inside and barricade the doors and windows. We were one of those groups. I don't know what happened to the captain and his guards, but I thank them for helping us. I can smell fires now. I think the wolves intend to burn us out. Let me end this letter by saying that Jonathan Telwyn is a coward. He took the easy way out and convinced a certain number of people to join him. I can't forgive the massacre that he took part in. If you're reading this, please avenge Camlorn. Put an end to Faolchu and his foul creatures. Don't let this injustice go unanswered.
I see something nice. Yours for the taking.
You want to die? Fine.
Okay, Sharp
And down they go.
says that. What is this something nice, my friend? And where is this something nice?
Everyone's dead. Everyone.
Yeah, he says there's... Alright, I'm not gonna mess with it. The Journal of Darien Gautier. My first entry in a brand new journal. How should I begin? Should I write in a stiff, formal tone? More conversational? So many decisions to make. How will I manage? And what am I supposed to do with what I write? Do I read it later and reflect on my true feelings? Damn it, why did I let Al-Anon talk me into starting a journal? Al-Anon said that writing things down would help me with my nightmares. Damn liar, he probably just wants me to write down my secrets so he can share them with the guard and have a good laugh. It's not a bad idea, actually. Good for him for thinking of that. I'll need to keep that in mind as I write my entries. Cheese, bread, fresh herbs, beef, best cuts available. Yes, I know this is a grocery list, not my thoughts and feelings, but I needed to write this down somewhere, and the journal was near at hand. Might as well make the thing useful as well as therapeutic. Reminder, meet Priscilla at the tavern at dusk for drinks. Don't forget. Reminder, meet Shelley at the tavern at dawn for drinks. Don't forget. Forgetting did not turn out so well with Priscilla. Alright, time to use this journal for its intended purposes. Note to self, when you write down notes to remind yourself of something, you actually have to go back and read the notes of the reminding, or the reminding thing doesn't work. Al-Anon assured me that he was not going to steal this book and share its contents with the rest of the guard. He actually wants me to write down anything I remember about the nightmares I've been having. I still think he's pulling my leg, but I'm willing to give anything a try. I'm losing too much sleep not to try something. I don't remember anything in vivid detail. Only vague glimpses of the nightmares I've been having since winter. I can't tell if they belong to one long dream or many separate ones, but they all have something in common. Bright light, right before I wake up. I want to say that it speaks to me, that I can hear what it tells me, but when I wake up all I can recall is a glowing orb with light so intense that I have to shield my eyes. Oh, sounds like Meridia to me. Other things haunt my dreams, dark images and frightful events. I've seen the sky turn dark and split apart to allow giant shackles to crash into the earth. I've seen armies of Daedra and undead swarm our cities, killing anyone who stands in their way. Other times I've seen the face of death itself, its fangs dripping with blood as it stared at me. I felt them sink into my neck and watched the creatures burst into flame as it drank my blood. And then I see a cold blue land, jagged rocks that float in the alien sky. Sky I've never seen in the waking world. So that's Cold Harbor. I hear screams in the distance, and everything is cold, of death and nothingness. Then the light appears once more, as if to guide me to safety, to tell me something, to say... And that's when I wake up. Exhaust myself, I drink too much, and still the nightmares come to me. I really need to get a good night's sleep. Onions, tomatoes, bread. Damn, I did it again. Oh, well, it's been a while since I've had one of those nightmares. Maybe this journal thing is working after all. I can't believe it. It's happening. It's actually happening. I don't know if I should be horrified or, well, I don't know what to think. All I know is that this isn't a dream. Anchors from the sky are falling around Tamriel. We're being invaded. May whatever gods favor us watch over us. My nightmares are coming true. I can't let Al-Anon know about this. He'll think I'm some sort of prophet or something and make it a big deal. I definitely don't want that to happen.
What happened? Where am I?
Ah, the lovely clank of armor. Well done. When we get out of here, the first drink's on me. Now, I have some good news and some bad news.
Of course you do.
The good news is I do indeed have the master key to the city gates. The bad news is your thrilling exploits have attracted Faolchu's attention.
I heard the Great Shackle was destroyed. I hope that means the plane meld has been stopped. The cure, did it work?
Yes, the cure worked perfectly.
The real pity is I can't make more doses until we're out of here. Still, you were able to rescue a few of our citizens. Thanks.
You certainly know how to
Always
make an
finding
impression.
room for improvement.
You were too successful, my friend. And now Faolchu is, pardon the pun, howling mad.
Never mind that. We need to unlock the gates for the Lion Guard.
A bold plan, especially for my father. If we time it right, it should work. But that doesn't change the fact that Faolchu is hunting for us.
What do you suggest?
Take one of these newly armed townsfolk with you. Have the civilian light the fires in the towers to signal my father. I'll take the rest of the civilians and my guards and unlock the gates.
You just want me to protect a civilian?
Oh no, you have something much more important to do. Once the fires are lit, you confront Faolchu. Keep him busy long enough for our troops to take the city. I'll send aid as soon as I can.
It says you want me to take on Faolchu by myself. Of course they do. I'm not saying that. Of course.
Now, don't be modest. You've more than proven yourself. Destiny beckons and you must answer its call. Say, that sounded rather good. I should write this stuff down.
I need fire to defeat Faolchu.
Oh, we can give you fire. At least we can once the Lion Guard archers arrive. Keep Faolchu busy long enough, and you'll get all the fire you need.
trespass in my city. Find them, kill them, bring me their bones.
Ew. The name of the quest, sir, is The Fall of Faolchu, so... hopefully we're going to see some of that.
I'm not much good with a sword, but I'll do whatever Captain Darien asks of me.
Okay. Please don't turn into a werewolf. Because I
Keep
mean, I'll
watch.
kill you.
I won't be
I'm
long.
not really scared. I'm just, I don't want to have to kill you because that would be disappointing.
Better luck next time. Oh, wait.
I lit the signal fire. Let's move on. Keep watch. I won't be long.
You asked for it.
I lit the signal fire. Let's move on.
That's it?
Keep watch. I won't be long.
Okay. Okay, so she is safely away. Okay, buddy. I don't know why I'm going all Pauly Shore, but... okay, buddy.
Begone, Angof! I did your bidding. The city is mine now!
You are still my creature, slave. I made you.
I devoured Camlord. All of Glenumbra will be mine!
Made creature?
The Lion God stands at your door. You have failed.
They are weak, and I will crush them. Camlord is mine!
You will see, beast. You will see.
Why he'd want to be surrounded by fire, but again, werewolves are not that bright.
You dare challenge me? Prepare to feel my wrath!
Archers, there's your target! Ignite! Draw back! And release!
Good job, archers. And the entire fortune of Faolchu is 40 gold. Okay. Okay. Camlorn's gonna need some rebuilding.
You did it. You killed Faolchu.
It was a group effort.
Yes, my friend, but you turned the tide. We had all but lost the war before you came and showed us the way to victory.
Why were they so interested in Camlorn?
My son may know more than me on that matter. My only guess is that they sought to break the Lion Guard, divide our forces and destroy us. If not for your intervention, they very well may have succeeded.
There's trouble in other places?
Yes. Throughout Glenumbra, the Lion Guard is spread thin. And without King Casimir's full support, I'm not sure if we'll be able to deal with it all. Of course, if I had a few more like you, we might just have a chance.
What happens to Camlorn now?
We rebuild. Of course, we still need to deal with Faolchu's master. But tomorrow is another day, and we should relish this victory. Well, don't let me keep you. We both have things to do, and you should speak with my son.
Help! Somebody!
My heart is heavy.
Help me.
I don't deserve
I didn't
this.
know Gloria was involved in all this. She does make wading through werewolves look pretty good, though, don't you think? Maybe she and I can get together later, share a bottle of wine, find a quiet corner where we can compare notes.
Save it for your entourage, Captain. Your father sent me to speak to you.
I wanted to thank you, personally. We might have been able to retake Camlorn eventually, but it wouldn't have been quick, and it certainly wouldn't have been pretty. You saved lives, and that's not something I'll soon forget.
What will you do now?
I'm resigning from the Camlorn Guard. They need builders now, not soldiers. Besides, that Angof thing is still out there. Someone has to go deal with that. Unless, of course, you'd care to tempt me with a drink before I start my heroic journey.
I don't think so, Darian. You're not my type.
A pity. I would have enjoyed sharing a drink with you. Oh well. Anyway, I failed these people. The werewolf slipped in on my watch. I need to make sure that never happens again.
It's time for me to move on.
First one to reach Angof buys the first bottle of wine. But in all sincerity, thanks for helping us. You really are an inspiration, and I should know, seeing as I'm pretty inspirational myself.
Ugh. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know if they actually rebuild these buildings later on.
Don't let me rot here.
They do have some transformation in areas, so I assume next time I come here there won't be werewolves everywhere. Sometimes monsters will become passive. I think there are places in Cold Harbor where if you complete the quest hub, the zombies or vampires won't attack you, things like that.
I don't deserve
Minor
this.
changes. Okay. Don't Unless it's a major city, I don't often travel back to these places, so I imagine the bodies will be up a bit, one would hope.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What a terrible idea this turned out to be. What was I thinking?
What happened to you?
My dream has turned into a nightmare. I wanted to start fresh in Daggerfall. I even have a name for my new shop. Garments by Odai. Has a nice ring, don't you think? Then, disaster. I cut through this pass and ran into wolves. I lost everything.
It can be dangerous to leave the main roads.
I was in a hurry. I had an appointment I had to keep. Anyway, could you help me? I'm ruined without my sewing box, silken threads, and book of patterns. Gather them and meet me on the other side of the pass. I'll take the long way around.
I'll retrieve your stuff and meet you on the other side.
As long as I have the tools of my trade, I can make an honest living. A good tailor is welcome anywhere.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Please, but do hurry. I worry that the wolves will chew up my book of patterns. I've made dresses and suits for nobles. Very elegant garments. The patterns in the book are priceless. Without them, my business is finished.
Why did you leave the Why did you leave the main roads?
I thought the pass was a shortcut. Get me closer to Daggerfall. I'm not really good with maps, though. I'm not anywhere near Daggerfall, am I?
No. Aldcroft is closer.
Oh, I should have listened to... Well, anyway, if you help me get my things, I'll stick to the main roads until I reach a safe settlement. Aldcroft sounds fine. I'm just anxious to get going. Fresh start and all that.
You should have found a group to travel with.
Yes, well, I'm a spontaneous sort. Yes, spontaneous. Grab my tools and take to the road. Go where the moment takes me. I wanted a fresh start. Adventure. Excitement. I hadn't considered the wolves, though.
Okay, now you notice.
Been on the lookout for that.
So, he made it to the other side. He just kept going. I do not like to blame the victim, but when the victim has terrible judgment, it can be hard sometimes. Took you guys long enough.
I don't suppose you've seen a frightened tailor wandering about. His name is Odai Philippe. I'm his wife, and I very much want to find him.
I met a tailor who asked for my help.
That sounds like my sweet Odai. Kindest man in the world, but as helpless as a kitten.
We spent the night at the Lion Guard camp nearby, and he must have wandered off. He sleepwalks sometimes. Odai's not used to rough living.
There are wolves in the pass. He's taking the long way around.
Oh, I do hope he isn't frightened. Even deer tend to startle poor Odai. I was taking him to my mother's home in Wayrest. She just loves Odai to pieces. I can better concentrate on my job if I know Odai's safe.
Odai should be along any moment. I recovered the tools of his trade.
Oh, look, there he is now. Poor bedraggled darling. Thank you for helping him. I really will feel better once I get him safely to my mother's house. I just adore him so. I'd hate for anything to happen to him. There you are, my poor darling. You must have been sleepwalking again. You were gone when I woke up.
Yes, dear. Sleepwalking. Again.
Was my little cuddle bear frightened?
Oh.
You're safe now. I'll get you to my mother's. Have you snug as a bug in a rug in no time. And don't worry. I'll kill anyone or anything that gets in our way.
Yes, dear. I'm sure you will.
Well, that's enough excitement for one day. Come along, dearest. The sooner we get you to safety, the sooner I can get back to work. Don't forget to thank the kind stranger for helping you, dear.
Thanks, stranger. For nothing.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel sorry for him. Again, terrible judgment.
Huh? What do you want with this old hunt master?
I'm here to claim the bounty on the crocodiles.
Are you now? You're the first one today who still has all his arms and legs.
Is?
Ah, these are pretty. Pretty disgusting. Here, take your gold.
Okay, so I will occasionally get misgendered, I suppose. Usually doesn't happen in this game.
An adventurer from the looks of you. Live by the sword and die by it, as they say. What brings you to our humble camp?
Corporal Adele said you could use some help.
I might have something that will interest you. We captured a Red Rook messenger prowling around our camp. We think he was going to a Red Rook's and Bloodthorn's meeting. Rumor is they're forming an alliance, but we can't get the messenger to talk.
Want me to talk to him?
Might as well give it a shot. He's been telling us a sad story about his kidnapped family, but I don't believe a word of it. If you want to try to make the bandit talk, he's right over there.
Ellen's mill used to grow the sweetest berries in the spring. I wonder where we'll get them from now.
Please, you have to listen to me. My family's in danger. No one will listen. I'll tell you everything I know, but you have to help me. I'm begging you.
All right, I'm listening.
First, you have to promise to help me. I didn't stumble into a Lion Guard camp by accident. I came here for help, not to be taken prisoner. I had no choice. They're holding my family.
Tell me why you were skulking around before I break something. You, for example.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't harm an unarmed man who's simply trying to save his family, would you?
Care to find out?
All right, all right. But if my family is harmed... A Bloodthorn envoy plans to meet with the Red Rooks to finalize their alliance. The meeting's going to take place in the Dwinarth ruins. If you disrupt the meeting, it should break their truce.
Just by disrupting their meeting?
Not much for strategy, huh? If you're dressed as a Red Rook when you slit Envoy Chaos's throat, imagine the amount of distrust that will cause. You need to find a Red Rook uniform, though. Dig around in their packs until you find one that fits.
I'll just take yours. Zombies. I'm doing here? Oh. What? Alright. I think I'm helping patrols here, so...
You asked for it.
Take off my...
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll rejoin the rest of our forces now.
Thank you. Good eye. Who's next?
Disgusting creatures. Thanks for dispatching them for me.
I appreciate it.
I try to avoid letting them vomit on me. It's kind of disturbing. Oh, and we're back to the spot where I could never find the diary. Alright. Fair enough.
Counter this.
Oh, sneaky. Sneaky gets you dead. Think of all the things I haven't killed in this world. And you're not one of them.
We have something important to discuss, but not here. It's not safe. Meet me at the Way Shrine near the Lion Guard redoubt. It's safer there.
Seems like another quiet watch.
Thank Kennereth I found you. You don't know how many people I've met have been torn apart by these cultists and their creatures.
Slow down. Tell me what's going on.
I was with Wizard Benelay at the nearby Maravek's Folly, looking for an important relic. When the undead attacked us, we were forced to retreat, but the mage swore she was close to finding something. She did some magic thing and vanished.
She just vanished?
She said that a nearby crypt contained a relic we needed to defeat Angof. I would have remained by her side, but she just disappeared. I told Commander Ailes what happened, and he said I should find you and let you know.
Any idea where the crypt she talked about might be?
The crypt's got to be somewhere near the ruins of Maravek's Folly. She kept a journal that she was constantly writing in. I'm sure it contains the location of the crypt. Our camp is west of the redoubt. Her journal is probably still there.
What can you tell me about Wizard Benelay?
Wizard Benelay is nice enough, but she's not very sensible. She barely looked up from her books and scrolls, even when the fighting got intense. Oh, she'd paused long enough to zap a zombie that wandered too close, but otherwise she was oblivious.
I'll check the campsite and find Wizard Benelay.
Damn! Got a hole in my boot.
Okay. Come on down here, discover the crafting area. Oh. Oh, it's not a crafting area. Okay. Alright, what am I doing? Ah! I am finally finding the journals. Oh my goodness. Okay. Looks like there's some sort of thingy. More in the farmhouse again, isn't it? Hey! I was booking! The Lurching Dead. Tardu, Mother didn't believe me, said there's no such thing as thorn-covered zombies. Well, then the zombies eat everybody on the farm, then she'll believe me. Solly got
Resting
in.
up before I'm ready to fall over. That's new.
Nasty. Guys are gross.
Useful. Hold on to that.
The talisman is here. I'm certain of it. My research indicates that these hills hide the Midnight Talisman. A relic, I believe, is the key to defeating Angof, and my further investigations have enabled me to determine the exact hiding place. I know that Commander Marone won't like it, but this opportunity is too good to let pass. I need to retrieve the talisman. There's no time to waste. I believe that the crypt within the cliff face to the north of our camp serves as the talisman's final resting place. Unfortunately, our camp is under assault. Undead creatures relentlessly attack us from all sides. Lion Guard soldiers grow weary with each assault they repel. I'll order them to return to the redoubt until the morning. If we make it to the morning, then I'll head for that cave on the north. Okay, map is filling in nicely. We are 3/4 of the way done with Glenumbra.
Got your back. Now make them bleed.
Okay, Sharp.
I hate meeting new people when I'm not at my best. Is my hair all right? Are my robes on straight?
Yeah, she is, she ends up in Western Skyrim and Solitude. She's the one that gives part of the tutorial for, scrying. Commander Ailes sent me to find you.
Commander Ailes? A good man, and a good soldier. But how did you find me?
You left your journal at the camp.
I did? I knew I left my journal somewhere. But I haven't told you the most exciting news. I found the Midnight Talisman. With it, we can punch a hole in Angof's barrier at Cathedral. We just need to recharge the beautiful little relic.
What's the Midnight Talisman?
Do you like the name? I thought it up myself. Sounds simply ominous, doesn't it? Anyhow, it's a Daedric relic used to manipulate Oblivion portals. If you know how, you can use the talisman to get past arcane barriers. And I know how.
So this talisman is the key to defeating Angof?
The talisman would be the key to defeating Angof. If its power wasn't depleted. We need to recharge the talisman. Then we'll finally get our chance to deal with Angof and take the battle to him. I have a ritual that can recharge the talisman and restore its power. There's an ancient weird site on the beach near here. We can use that as the focus for the ritual.
You're injured. Can you travel?
I just need to rest for a bit. Then I can get myself there and still have enough power for the ritual. Here, take the talisman and head on down. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Let's go.
I can slide down this cliff. Oh, wow. I don't know how I'm not dead. I meant to slide down the cliff. Instead, I jumped directly down the cliff.
Building up a stash. Good thinking.
That's pretty. Still don't do this to trees. Are you okay, honey? You seem okay. I'm grateful.
You made it. No zombie bites or anything.
Can you explain what we're about to do?
I found an inscription in the crypt. It described the relic in remarkable detail. Apparently, the talisman can draw energy from the land itself. Ancient magic saturates this site. It's the perfect place to perform the ritual of recharging.
So what happens next?
I perform the ritual. You stand there and look heroic. Simple? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here goes nothing. It's done, but something's not right. That didn't seem right.
What happened? Are you all right?
The ritual worked, but something awful looked at me while I was channeling energy into the relic. I think there's something trapped inside the talisman.
There's something inside the talisman?
Whatever's inside the relic, it's certainly not friendly. We can try to dispel it using the weird revelation stone in the circle just up the beach. Put the talisman on the stone and kill whatever emerges. That will do the trick.
I'll kill it. What about you?
Just getting down here tired me out more than it should have. I know you can handle whatever's inside the talisman. I'm pretty sure it's just a Banekin or a lesser scamp.
I kind of doubt it. Plus, you said something awful, and they're just kind of, I don't know. They're kind of cute. Put the talisman on the stone, and I'll kill whatever comes out. Go.
I see you, little mortal.
It's a Kinreeve.
I've guarded this talisman for untold centuries, and you hope to purge me from it? Never. I will personally send you back to Molag Bal.
You're going to regret this.
Yeah, I'm afraid you are. I have so much ultimate, and I never use it, so why not just use it on you? It makes you special, right?
You did it.
There's something worth bragging about.
What was that thing?
It's a Kinreeve, my dear.
Julianos, I was wrong about how powerful the thing in the talisman was. My apologies.
It was a Dremora. Is the talisman all right?
Dremora? Oh, those are bad.
Yeah.
Sorry. At least it's gone and we can use the talisman now. I have enough energy to open a portal for both of us to use. Are you ready to return to the redoubt?
I'm ready.
This is it. All our work has led to this.
What's the next step?
We're ready to confront Angof and destroy him. Thanks to you, he won't be able to hide from us now. I told Sir Lannis what happened out there. You should introduce yourself when you get a chance.
Over here, we have much to discuss. The great King Casimir sent us to stop Angof. With the combined might of the dragons, the Lion Guard, and you, Angof will surely fall.
I'll help in any way I can.
Well said. But we can't just rush after the villain. First off, Angof's toxic mist protects the approach to Cath Badro. It rises from his vines and sickens anyone who breathes it in. The wizard Benele believes you might be immune to its effects.
I have this talisman, but I don't know if it'll protect me.
We have to chance it. We don't have any other options. A squad of dragons succumbed to the mist before they could retreat. Then that idiot Darien led a few Camlorn soldiers on an ill-conceived rescue mission, and they were overcome as well.
If the mist doesn't incapacitate me, I'll save the soldiers.
I hope the soldiers still live. That mist is deadly. And that fool from Camlorn, what was he thinking? He charged right into the mist after them.
He wasn't really thinking. He doesn't really think. Where should I look for your soldiers?
They couldn't have gotten too far into the graveyard. The poison mist acts fast. Hopefully, they stay together. Once you get them out of there, we can plan our attack against Angof.
You mentioned troops from Camlorn?
With the city liberated from Faolchu, some of the Camlorn Guard came up this way looking for a fight. A noble named Darien was acting as their leader. He seemed very angry with Angof. Something about werewolves.
Why is Giblets here?
RK blind me if I know. When the king mentioned your name, the dog perked up and stuck with us all the way from Daggerfall. Looks like he's happy to see you.
Giblets! Hello, baby. Hello, my sweetheart. Yeah, good boy. There is an animation for you to be able to pet dogs. Sir Jib of the Dragon. Hello, baby.
We'll beat this Angof, claim glory for the king, and return home victorious.
Yeah, there is an animation to pet dogs, but apparently it's not here. Giblets was the dog at the beginning of Glenumbra that led us to the body of his favorite person. Hey, sweetness. Okay. Lieutenant Jessian's last missive. Cath Badro is not as I remember it. Where I once marveled at the serene grace of this testament to our beloved ancestors, I now gape in horror at what the place has become. Marble statues of long-dead heroes lie broken before the desecration of Angof's corruption, where noble supplicants bowed heads in reverence to their ancestors. Shambling corpses lurk behind every headstone to tear at the throats of the living. Even the lawns, once verdant and bright with flowers of morning, lie blasted and torn amid the pestilence of the Bloodthorn. Stendar protect us. I will see an end to this abomination. Lieutenant Alois Jessien.
Please, the people of Crosswich need help. Troubled times in Glenumbra, it seems. All I hear is bad news no matter where I turn. But the worst, as far as I'm concerned, is poor Crosswich.
What happened to Crosswich?
The damned Red Rooks are what happened. They're trying to turn our town into their base of operations. They took over the mine and threaten or kill anyone who gets in their way. Tamian Sellen is organizing a resistance to take back Crosswich.
I thought the Red Rooks were just run-of-the-mill bandits.
Perhaps, but these run-of-the-mill bandits are bleeding us dry. They're organized and dangerous. If you want to help, find Tamian Sellen at the inn. If you don't call attention to yourself, the Red Rooks will probably leave you alone.
That is Spindle Clutch down here. That's a Yeah, I keep trying to go down there to pick up that quest, and I can't get it. I'm gonna head over here to Dwinnerth.
I have many fine goods.
Can't last much longer.
Yeah! Yeah!
Okay, so this is the meeting where I wear the Red Rook disguise and murderize someone. Tend to be pretty good at murderization.
Bloodthorns, to arms! The Red Rooks have betrayed us!
Yup. Those dastardly Red Rooks. Never trust a Red Rook. I mean, you'd think that's good advice anyway. I mean, that is part of the issue. There isn't honor among thieves. You're a thief for a reason. You want the fastest route to personal gain. And whenever that presents itself, it's nearly impossible with that sort of personality to be like, no, I think I'll go the hard, noble way. No. Okay.
All that commotion we heard from the ruins. That was you, wasn't it? Good work.
I disrupted the meeting by killing the Bloodthorn envoy while disguised as a Red Rook.
A job well done, then. No good would have come from such an unholy alliance. I suppose I'll let the poor sap go. In a bit. Teach him not to skulk around Lion Guard camps. And maybe I'll toss him a pair of pants to wear while I'm at it.
Maybe. Alright. Dangerous dream.
My brother joined that bad man cult. Word is they're all dead now. I never liked my brother much.
That was the public dungeon. The bad man. Ebon Crypt. My dear Svenja, the situation has turned grave out here. I can't go into details right now, but know that I'm doing everything I can to keep myself safe. I have not been injured, though I have seen some action. The Moors and Kingsguard are rife with old ruins, tombs, and other ancient places. On my next rest period, I'll see if I can find any valuables in one of the nearby ruins. My friend Moroi was telling me tales of Cath Bedrow, and some old crypt he claimed is somewhere nearby. It's called Ebon Crypt, or some suitably gloomy name like that. Plan to return to you with a nice bauble we can sell to create a little nest egg for ourselves. The dead can't do anything with the gold that's buried with them, but we could surely use it. I'll write again when I can. Amber. Okay. So I already have whatever quest would be given to me here. So, we'll head to Ebon Crypt. To delve to the northish. I really should find out where the delve dailies are.
You want a tie? Fine.
Can be rewarded for this stuff. Wow, that's a lot of puppies. Hey boys, we don't okay. We don't have to do well. I guess we did. Now it's destiny and fate. We did have to did that.
You could craft something nice with that.
Alien inscriptions translated. Berdelmo the Signifier. The following inscriptions were painstakingly transcribed and interpreted over many long years. They are preserved here for all time. Av Molag Anyamis, of Lata Magica. From fire, life. From light, magic. Rara Agia Risukaran. Wear lore as your armor. Agia Helia ne Jorene Emero Laloria. Wisdom learned by pain is a reliable guide in dark times. Literally, terrible wisdom never betrayed the Lord Masters. Nuad Maris Methmeldi Adma Oren Gandra Sepredia Avrelis Brilelis Ivarte. Our exiled elven ancestors heard the welcoming gifts of peace in the streams and beech trees and stars. Methmeldi means literally from home driven. Sunayesunabe, bless and blessed be. Vagarla Sajea Gravia Yugoria Latia Malari of Malatu. In the caverns of lore, ugly and obscure, shines the gold of truth. Fabria Frensa Sabele, Sabane, Amaraldane Aldmeris Adonai. The foaming wave, so thunderous, so mighty, heralds the lordly elves. Okay, let's see where we are in Mage's Guild. Okay, about 2/3 of the way there. Oh, hey, I'm gonna head up there. If I can. Lots of mountains. Extra mountains. More mountains.
You know, I don't need it.
Oh, nearly dead, nearly dead. Pay attention. I should stop jumping down cliffs, but I never do. No, it's already gone. Bummer. More mountains. Okay, back to the Ebon Crypt. You hear all the zombies behind me. Rah, rah, rah. If only you guys could ride horses.
This looks nice and inviting. You ready?
Come on. Let's do it.
She's crazier than a cat on
Bloodthorn orders, Ebon Crypt. Thanks to successful efforts in Cathedral, our army continues to grow by leaps and bounds. The ancient cemetery has provided a significant portion of our undead troops, but we need more. Rumors have come to our attention concerning a nearby tomb known only as the Ebon Crypt. Legends say that the crypt contains a dark creature of immeasurable power. This creature and its secrets must be ours. Find this crypt and report on your findings as soon as possible. This is the kind of crypt I like. Straight lines.
You're dead.
Seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
That'll teach them not to cross us.
They're good people.
Okay, we'll hang out here for the boss.
The only fish that go with the
I
river's
seem to be
flow
making
are
a
the
lot of
dead
enemies
ones.
lately. Did you hear something?
Okay. We are moving right along here. These are both dungeons, so can't do those. Let's go to Crosswitch. Ooh, disappearing book. Hmm? Yeah, okay. There we go. Ancient Scrolls of the Dwemer 1A. The Ransom of Xerath, Part 1, by Marabar Sul. Shalamil stood in her garden and read the letter her servant had brought her. The bouquet of roses in her hand fell to the ground. For a moment, it was as if all the birds had ceased to sing and a cloud had passed over the sky. Her carefully cultivated haven seemed to flood over with darkness. "We have thy son," it read. "We will be in touch with thee shortly with our ransom demands." Zarek had never made it as far as Akun after all. One of the brigands on the road, Orc probably, or accursed Dunmer, must have seen his well-appointed carriage and taken him hostage. Jalamil clutched at a post for support, wondering if her boy had been hurt. He was but a student, not the sort to fight against well-armed men, but had they beaten him? It was more than a mother's heart could bear. "Don't tell me they sent the ransom note so quickly," called a familiar voice, and a familiar face appeared through the hedge. It was Zarek. Jalamil hurried to embrace her boy, tears running down her face. "What happened?" she cried. "I thought thou hadst been kidnapped." "I was," said Zarek. 3 huge soaring Nords attacked my carriage on the Frimvorn Pass. Brothers, as I learned, named Matthias, Ullin, and Kurg. Thou shouldst have seen these men, Mother. I've read this book before. I'm going to have to change the thous and the shouldsts because they're wrong. So forgive me for editing. Each one of them would have had trouble fitting through the front door, I can tell you." "What happened?" Jalamil repeated. "Were you rescued?" "I thought about waiting for that, but I knew they'd send off a ransom note, and I know how you'd worry, so I remember what my mentor at Akun always said about remaining calm, observing my surroundings, and looking for my opponent's weaknesses." Zarek grinned. "It took a while, though, because those fellows were truly monsters. And then, when I listened to them bragging to one another, I realized that vanity was their weakness." "What did you do?" "They had me chained at their camp in the woods not far from Kale, on a high knoll overlooking a wide river. I heard one of them, Korg, telling the other that it would take the better part of an hour to swim across the river and back. They were nodding in agreement when I spoke up. "I could swim that river and back in 30 minutes, I said. "Impossible," said Korg. "I can swim faster than a little whelp like you." So it was agreed that we would dive off the cliff, swim to the center island, and return. And we went to our respective rocks. Korg took it upon himself to lecture me about all the fine points of swimming, the importance of synchronized movements of the arms and legs for maximum speed, and how essential it was to breathe after the 3rd or 4th stroke, not too often to slow yourself down, but not too little, or you lose your air. I nodded and agreed to all his fine points. Then we dove off the cliffs. I made it to the island and back in a little over an hour, but Korg never returned. He had dashed his brains at the rocks at the base of the cliff. I'd noticed the telltale signs of underwater rocks and had taken the diving rock on the right. "But you returned?" asked Jalamil, astounded. "Was that not when you should have escaped?" "It was too risky to escape then. They could have easily caught me again, and I wasn't keen to be blamed for Korg's disappearance. I said I did not know what happened to him, and after some searching they decided he'd forgotten about the race and had swum ashore to hunt for food. They could not see how I could have done anything, or had anything to do with his disappearance, as fully visible as I was throughout my swim." The 2 brothers began making camp along the rocky cliff edge, picking an ideal location so I'd not be able to escape. One of the brothers, Matthias, began commenting on the quality of the soil and the gradual incline of the rock that circled around the bay below. It was ideal, he said, for a foot race. I expressed my ignorance of the sport, and he was keen to give me details on the proper technique of running a race. He made absurd faces, showing how one must breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, how to bend one's knee to the proper angle on the rise, and the importance of sure foot placement. Most important, he explained, was that one must keep an aggressive but not too strenuous pace if one intends to win. "It's fine to run in second place through the race," he said, "providing one has the willpower and strength to pull out at the end." I was an enthusiastic student, and Matthias decided that we ought to run a quick race around the edge of the bay before night fell. Ullin told us to bring some firewood when we came back. We began at once down the path skirting the cliff below. I followed his advice about breath, gait, and foot placement, but I ran with all my power right from the start. Despite his much longer legs, I was a few paces ahead as we rounded the first corner. With his eyes on my back, Matthias did not see the gap in the rock that I jumped over. He plummeted over a cliff before he had a chance to cry out. I spent a few minutes gathering some twigs before I returned to Ulanit camp.
Can't even hear myself think here.
Letter to Undo. Galvus just gave me a bloody earful. I don't know where you disappeared to, but you should have been with me to bear the brunt of his tirade. He says to ease up a bit on the townsfolk. We're supposed to leave them alone for a few days, let them get a little less afraid of us. After that, we make one good example every few days or so. He's got some theory that this keeps them more cowed than if we just beat them senseless every time they look at us funny. He also said to keep a cautious eye on anyone coming into town, but not to stop them. The town's still open for business, and we want to make sure that we profit from that business. Traders and such coming through town should still be able to buy and sell as they like. Probably start taxing them when Galvus decides that we're firmly in control here. Oh, and Galvus killed the mayor. Just lost his temper, I guess. You owe me an ale or two for covering for you. I want to see what that daily quest is about. Is it about being a werewolf?
You there.
Yeah, it's
You
thirsty.
thirst
Ew.
for something more,
Ew,
no?
running away now.
Speak with
Wish I could kill the... You know, if you just killed those quest givers, you could save Camlorn faster, but can't. Yeah, they changed, in the beginning, you rarely got, to become a vampire or a werewolf in the wild, and then you could bite someone once a day to give it to a player, but they changed it to a quest now. Okay. What? I assume... Is there an upstairs? Is there an up? Do we have up here? You know how up confuses me. Stairs always look like wall.
I regret the day I ever involved myself with these Red Rook bastards. By the 8, this ends here.
I'm here to help the resistance.
We could use the help. These damned Red Rooks. They destroyed my town, and now they're trying to take over Crosswitch. I made a vow. I will have my revenge. I'm going to rally the people of Crosswitch to take back their town.
What do you need me to do?
Townsfolk are scared. If they stick their necks out, they end up as slaves in the mines. Or worse. We need the support of the town council. The few that haven't been dragged off to the mines need to show the people how to stand up to these curs.
I'll talk to the councilors.
We need the support of the town council. Without them, the rest of the townsfolk will be too afraid to fight back.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Yes, let's ask politicians to stand up to greedy people. Yeah. Can I ask a few questions?
Of course. I'll answer what I can.
Any idea who's in charge of these bandits?
Sternus Gelves. He's the real threat. Without him, the Red Rooks are just disorganized thugs looking for pockets to pick and purses to snatch. It was his idea to take over Crosswitch. He's building an empire here.
Which counselor should I talk to?
The most prominent of the remaining counselors are Counselors Virgil, Donella, and Theodore. Look for them around town and convince them to help us, or we're finished before we even get started.
How are things in Eaglebrook now?
About what you'd expect. It weighs on me. That's why I made my way to Crosswitch. I think I can help the people here.
Okay, so I think Tammy and Selin is the person you rescued who was sneaking back into a town and we saved his father, but didn't really save the town. Yeah, I have doubts about this whole counselor solution, but, this is fictional. There's magic, and there are zombies.
Someone has to stand up to these Red Rook villains!
And there are politicians who will, rally.
Did you meet with Tamian Sellen? He's got the right idea. Time to take back this town.
What do you plan to do?
The Red Rookin forces have threatened, extorted, or beaten us at every turn. They claim it's for our own protection, but they just want our gold. They're not even honest about their thievery. I say it's time to fight back.
I can help.
That's what I wanted to hear. If you stand up to those greedy bastards, it will show the rest of the town that we can take back Crosswitch.
I'll deal with the enforcers. Yeah, some of these guys are actually profiting from it, so I expect to be turned upon.
They killed Isif. They gave Gelves everything he demanded to keep the townsfolk safe, even surrendered his own house. They killed Isif anyway. Our beloved mayor. They killed him in cold blood. Weren't you listening? They killed him. First they ran the watch out of town. Then they took over our businesses. Now they murdered the mayor. They extort, threaten, and murder to their heart's content. And no one can stop them.
Tamian Sellen is organizing the people. We're going to fight back.
Are you mad? Everyone who tried is either dead or enslaved in the mines. We can't win. The Red Rooks are too powerful. I just lost my best friend. I don't want to lose anyone else.
Doesn't sound like the mayor gave up.
You didn't even know him. No, you're right. Isif wasn't a soldier, but he was a strategist. He was trying to work around these bastards. The least I can do is continue what he started. I'll do whatever Sellen asks.
Let's knock
You'll
some
die
heads.
for interfering with the Red Rooks!
You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
What is that terrible smell?
Blessed Mara, why is this happening? What did we do to deserve this trouble? You better go. They'll be back at any moment to demand more gold from me.
I'm here to help. You need to convince the townsfolk to follow Tamian Sellen.
Are you mad? Sellen wants the people to rise up and fight. That would be suicide. Still, the Red Rooks harass me every day, demanding more and more gold. Oh no, I think I hear them now.
I don't hear anything. If you stand up to them, you'll set an example for the rest of the town.
You probably think I'm just foolish, imagining Red Rooks around every corner. But those nasty bandits are rude, greedy, and dangerous. I don't want to end up poor and destitute.
Tamian Sellen wants to help. So do I, but we need you to do your part.
Your willingness to help shames me.
Yeah.
You're right. I must be strong if we are ever to feel safe again. I'll find a way to help you and Sellen. I can spread the word that we're going to fight back.
Yeah, this is definitely fiction.
What she said.
Takes you less than 30 seconds to convince someone to do the right thing. I suppose that's the appeal of certain fantasy games. You can kill people without consequences, and you can win unwinnable arguments.
Who are you? Another Red Rook dog barking for its masters? I've got bad news for you, Hound. I'm fed up. Whatever you want, the answer is no.
I'm not a Red Rook. I'm here to stop them.
Oh? Well, why didn't you say so? The Red Rooks took over my mine. They're forcing the miners to work until they drop. You want to stop the Red Rooks? How about running them through with a sword? That'd be damn useful.
Damian Sellen is organizing a resistance to take back Crosswitch.
Not sure I entirely trust that young fellow. But standing around doing nothing doesn't sit well with me either. I'm not much use in a battle, but I can spread the word. We'll raise an army to deal with these Red Rooks.
Your support will encourage the people.
Let Sellen know I'm with him. We'll stick a hot poker in the backside of that pompous Sternus Gelvs and the rest of his beef-witted Red Rooks.
Graphic.
Did you see his new bow? That must have cost him.
'I'm interfering with the Red Rooks. Actively interfering.
I can't thank you enough.
Watch me interfere.
I thought I'd never escape.
I'd probably be one of the first to die in a situation like this in reality, but I'm okay with that. I gotta die somehow, huh?
You can't swing a dead cat. Sometimes a little lie saves a ton of explanation.
This town belongs
You're
to the
going
Red
to
Rooks now.
regret this.
Free and black.
Chicken just ran away. See, the chickens are smart. Actually, they're not chickens, they're idiots.
I thought I was done for.
They've been domesticated into stupid. But again, fictional chicken.
Did you teach those Red Rooks a lesson?
Red Rook enforcers shouldn't bother those people anymore. Well, yeah, because they're dead.
I don't know what happened to us. We're mountain folk and miners. We shouldn't be so easily cowed. You've given us back our courage. Thank you.
Yeah, see, doesn't that just look like another wall? That staircase? It always does to me. Run around the bottom floor, confused. For longer than I should.
I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that the people have begun to rally around the idea of resisting the Red Rooks. The bad news is the Red Rooks have taken notice.
Counselors support the resistance.
This is just the thing we need to inspire the people. Now the Resistance can get to work on getting rid of the Red Rooks. Anyone who stands up to Sternus Gelvs ends up in the Crosswitch mines. He works his prisoners to death down there. We need to close the mines and take that resource away from the Red Rooks.
Tell me about the mines.
The Red Rooks took control of the mines when they arrived. They worked the miners night and day. And they also use the mines as a prison for anyone who causes trouble. Counselor Leah, Smith Suriel, and Len the Innkeeper were all sent into the mines.
Do you want me to get them out of there?
That would be perfect. If you can free Len, Suriel, and Counselor Leah, the entire town will gain confidence. Let them know we're organizing. Maybe help some of the miners as well. Then meet me behind the inn when you're finished. Talk to any miners you can get close to without arousing suspicion. Let them know we're organizing. Or just kill the Red Rooks in the mine. The miners will try to escape if you clear a path for them. Your actions will raise the town's morale, I'm sure of it. I heard you spoke to Marenter Gent. That means we'll soon have more strong hands to help us oust these black-hearted rogues.
Black-hearted rogues. It's a more poetic way of saying assholes, right? Okay. Okay. Mines.
Split up!
Let's stand in a line so that the beam works.
You weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
A miner's lament. All day long in a dark, dark mine, swing your pick time after time. Sound of metal hitting stone. We work hard, we work alone. All day long, toiling in the dark, hoping the next vein will hit the mark. Poor man dreams of golden ore. A foreman screams, dig some more. I keep digging and praying to the eight that dying beneath the mountain isn't my fate. I'm a miner, better or worse, and blood, sweat, and tears won't fill my purse. Sounds like you guys had a shitty time even before the Red Rook showed up. Yeah, let's save the counselors and screw all these other people.
I'm getting out of here.
Okay, good.
Got to be better than that to stop us.
At least they're able to go. Come
I'm quite
on, man.
busy, can't you see?
Oh, wow. Sir Clueless.
Selen's organizing a revolt. I'm in.
The Red Rooks will pay for what they've done here.
I've got a lot to do here.
Think about it, though. I mean, they're miners. You need tools. You have big, giant pickaxes, and you're standing next to one guy that you hate. See, this is why I would die really quickly, but boy, would it be satisfying.
I'm getting out of here.
Fate's my better nature.
I guess that's why they end up chaining
getting out
people
of
to
here.
walls, because me and my bright ideas. Fine. We'll just make it worse.
Stay ready.
I'm getting out of
Never
here.
know when. Watch it.
Ceylon's got a good plan. I'll go help him.
Good to get stocked up.
Move to flank!
I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
I was on my way to tell Selen I'd join him when the Red Rooks captured me. It's time to finish what I started.
Who rang the bell? Is there a cave-in? You! Get away from that bell!
No.
You should have run.
No. You should have run. Actually, if that would have just meant I'd kill you easier. No, you really hadn't. Yeah. You can't hear me anymore. Yeah, the guy said Crosswitch got it worse than anywhere else. Working in a mine in a city where there is a mine is a little bit different than being transformed directly into zombies. I don't think Crosswitch got it the worst.
Get him.
I've heard your praises from a number of rescued miners. Well done.
I also killed Foreman Blaze.
Blaze? Dead? That's good news. I've sent some of the miners to Councillor Vergil to recover. As soon as they're able, they'll return to the mine and clear out the rest of the Red Rooks. Well done, my friend. It's time. The people of Crosswitch have taken up arms and are ready to retake their town. But first, Sternus Gelves must die.
Where is Sternus Gelves?
He's taken over the mayor's house. Since the resistance started, he never leaves the place. You'll have to fight through his personal guards to reach him. Fortunately, you'll have some help, if you want.
What do you mean?
The resistance has grown thanks to you. If you want help, use this whistle in front of the mayor's house. Anyone nearby will come to help. Find me when Gelves is finished. Meanwhile, we'll start removing the rooks out here. We've got them on edge.
I'll go find Gelves. I don't think I need the help of people who don't know how to use mining picks in people's heads. Should see. I mean, it's pretty easy, right? It's a giant mining pick, and it's a pretty sizable head. What? Oh, yeah. I'm not using a whistle. I don't need. I think I'll be fine.
Circle around!
So I complain about not getting help, and then when I get help, I don't use it. But when they send me like, here's the innkeeper, here's a farmer, I don't want to put them at risk. If it were trained soldiers, fine, but I would assume I'm just getting people deaded.
You may have beaten my guards, but you can't defeat me.
Yeah?
Should have been more prepared.
Right? You see him? He was just like watching the fire. Good job, guard. That's alright, your shame did not last long. You outlived your shame only by about 15 seconds.
Thanks to your efforts, order and peace are restored. Crosswitch will be back to normal in no time.
Sternus Gauss is dead.
At last, Sternus Gelves has paid for his crimes against Crosswitch, Eaglesbrook, and my family. This town and I owe you for that.
Time for me to head back to the mine. We'll take care of any Red Rooks stupid enough to stick around.
We need to make plans. This sort of thing must never happen to Crosswitch again.
Perhaps I could help you with that.
I was rather hoping you'd say that. Come, we should get started right away.
You tell him, Leah. Like her. Okay. Alright, we've only got this last final hub, and then we should be done with Glenumbra. In fact, I think I'm gonna, yeah, I was thinking of maybe it would take a while, but it looks like it's gonna be quick, so...
Ready.
Yeah, it looks like we can do Cathedral. And then we are done in Glenumbra and moving to bring peace and order and my obnoxious commentary to elsewhere. Alright, let's a crafting place. Oh. Awesome boing! Awesome boing on the deer.
You could brew something nice with that.
Charge!
Who's better than us? Nobody.
Okay.
You're going to regret this.
Well, look who's here. I should have known you'd be making Angof's life miserable. Camlorn wasn't enough for you, eh? Say, these mists are poisonous. Why aren't you affected?
I think it has something to do with this talisman. Why aren't you affected?
I wish I knew. I didn't think. I just rushed in to help the Dragon Knights. My guards started gasping and falling to the ground, just like the Knights. But not me. These are the only survivors. But I don't think they'll last much longer.
Can we escort them out of here?
The mist is thicker toward the gate. They won't survive passing through it again. But the mist doesn't seem to affect the necromancers. Those amulets must protect them. Kill a few, take their amulets, and give them to the Knights.
I'll get one for each of the surviving Knights.
Better grab a couple of extras just in case anyone shows up while you're gone. I'll stay here and defend the Knights from any wandering undead.
Okay, so Darian is some sort of prophet. Some sort of...
Let's make this quick.
Immuni person. That's a word. Immuni. I am one of the immuni. It's like literati, but poorly conceived.
Better overstocked than under.
What is that icon on my map?
Got to be better
looks
than
like
that
a cow.
to stop us.
Shrine of Lamebal. Well, I want to go check it out.
Let's go.
Yeah, if we're talking Lame. That's possibly a vampire shrine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these places are a bit of a maze. You can't just go out anywhere you want. Okay.
This beautiful woman from the Mages Guild just arrived. Says she knows you. You can introduce me later.
Ew.
I was right about the amulets, though, wasn't I?
Yeah.
These soldiers won't last much longer, and I don't have enough magic to extend my ward to protect them. Darian told me about the amulets. Did you get them? With any luck, they'll work like the talisman you're carrying.
Here are the amulets.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll put them on the wounded knights, and Darian can lead them to safety. Do you have any more? I might be able to use them to clear the mist.
Yes, I collected a few extra.
If I merge them and cast an amplification spell, I can increase the size of my protection ward. If I can get to a central point and hold the spell long enough, our troops will be able to get in. You just need to defend me while I do it. Good. Meet me at the center of the graveyard. When Angof notices what I'm doing, he's bound to send someone to stop me. If they interrupt me while I'm casting, the spell will fail, and that won't be good.
Okay, Gabrielle.
Quickly now, before Angof knows we're here. Are you ready to begin? Remember that I can't defend myself while I'm performing the ritual. You have to protect me. Stay close. You need to keep them off me until I finish. Stay close. You have to keep them away from me until I complete the ritual.
Let's see what you're made of.
They are made of guts and stupidity. You can see the guts. The stupidity was obvious. Some blood. And some spare change.
Get inside before anything else tries to stop us. That takes care of the mist, but who knows for how long. Let's not waste this opportunity. The time to strike at Angof has arrived.
What's next?
This next bit is critical. I've seen what you can do, so I know you're up to it. Besides, we'd never have made it this far if not for you. You won't be able to just walk into Angof's parlor and challenge him to a duel. He has minions. His kind always has minions. But don't let that stop you. We've come too far not to try to finish this.
Aren't you coming with me?
I'll follow you as soon as the soldiers get here. Oh, even better. Take this binding stone. Find a secure location inside the catacombs and use it to call me to you. I'll even bring some of the soldiers with me.
How will I know if a location is secure?
Some of the dead were protected by wards designed to prevent desecration. Look for a tomb with these wards and use the stone there. That should be safe enough for my purposes.
I'll summon you once I locate one of the wards.
Good. You found the perfect spot for... Wait, where are the others? Yes, Sir Lannis and his knights volunteered to come with me, but I only see Dame Alexine. There must have been too many of us for the Binding Stone. This isn't good. The other knights could have been scattered throughout the crypts.
I'll look for the missing knights on my way to face Angof.
Good. But listen, there's only one way to get out of these crypts. You have to kill Angof. I don't have any other way to deal with his various protections and defenses now that I'm down here. He dies, or we never leave. Those are our choices.
Fancy meeting you here. tavern, I said. Meet me in a tavern. There's no ale down here. Just zombies and tentacles. And where are the serving wenches? You promised me serving wenches. Oh well, at least your timing is perfect.
Do not say the word wench to me, sir. Anyway, we do keep meeting in the most interesting places.
Dear Gabrielle's spell seems to have misfired. Luckily, a few of us were able to find each other. I also convinced the Bloodthorn cultist to tell me how to reach Angof. I can be very persuasive when I put my mind to it.
What'd you find out?
3 locks protect Angof's inner sanctum. I doubt that even you can get in there by simply knocking. You need 3 shard keys to open the locks. They're well guarded, so you're gonna have to kill a few things to get them.
Find the shard keys.
I wish I could aid you, but I'm needed here. Lannis is good with a sword, but I'm better. I'll protect the survivors. Let Lannis know if you run into anyone else.
Where can I find these shard keys?
I don't know exactly, but the Bloodthorn cultist told me about the Guardians. Watch out for a summoned creature, an impassable trap, and a warrior spirit bound to Angof's service.
Tell me about the creature.
All I know is that Angof drew on the collected power of his cultists to summon the creature. I hear that it's more plant than beast. And of course it's terrible to behold.
Tell me about the trap.
Actually, I couldn't get anything out of the cultist about the trap. Sorry, you're on your own with that one.
Tell me about the warrior spirit.
It seems that when Angof first came to power, a certain knight took offense and tried to kill him. Angof captured the knight's spirit and bound it to serve him. I understand he's extremely powerful and not at all happy about the situation.
Wizard Benelay said you'd gotten inside and were hunting Angof. We wanted to help, but I hope we haven't done more harm than good.
What's happened down here?
We met Wizard Benelay outside. She said you'd use a binding stone to call us. Then suddenly we were down here in the dark and surrounded by a horde of undead. The rest of the contingent must be somewhere nearby.
More knights? Where?
My best guess? Deeper inside the catacombs. If you find any knights, send them this way. I'll hold the passage with this overconfident fool and his crazy friend. When they aren't flirting, they both fight like a whole platoon of orcs.
Give him a fight.
Oh, I see. Okay. I have to wait until the fire goes down. Yep. Too late on that one.
Better luck next time.
Untuned
wait.
trickster. Untuned? But they're clearly tuned. I mean, we're in a tomb.
Stay back. This area's trapped. Don't get caught like I did. I've been watching to see how it works.
Oh.
The trap has guardians. They're the key to disarming it, I believe. After each trap fires, there's a brief moment when you can disarm it. During this moment, you have to defeat its guardian. It's the only way.
Need to get back to the others.
So, I'm not the only one left? That's good to hear. I'm pretty exhausted, but I'll see if I can find them after I rest up for a few moments.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go the long way around.
I can't move.
The Eight never creep up on a person. You're likely to get beheaded. You must be Wizard Venele's friend.
You know me?
You're the mad fool who went into the catacombs ahead of us, aren't you? By the way, did the other knights make it? That binding spell seemed to throw me a bit short of the mark.
Sir Lannis and others are nearby. You should meet up with them.
I'll head out as soon as I see a clear path. A word of warning, though. The lurcher in the chamber ahead is extremely tough. I'd keep it away from the totems surrounding it if you plan to challenge it.
So running past them when I'm pretty strong is a reasonable strategy. There is an aggro range in this, so they will chase me for a little bit, and Sharp will be a little annoyed. But I can bypass a lot of the aggro. Most of them will run back, and whatever ones I grab that follow me, I should be able to handle once I get to where I'm going.
Show them what you're made of.
Good job, Sharp. I'm sure he would appreciate the efficiency of that.
That spirit. His gaze, so hard and cold. He won't stop looking at me. He looks right through me. Why? Why am I so cold?
The other knights are upstairs. You need to join them.
They're here? That's great news. I'll go find them in a moment. But be careful around this spirit. I think he's cursed me already. My mind is blue and cold.
Let Sir Lannis know I'm sending anyone else I find to join him.
I'll tell him. Watch yourself down there. Angof has the entire place rigged with traps. We'll be lucky if any of us get out of here alive. You are the one who wishes to destroy my master. I know what you seek. I would tell you if I could, but instead I must thwart you.
I need answers, and the shard key.
The shard key is bound to my spirit, as surely as I am bound to guard it. But I wonder, will you listen to a riddle? A useful riddle?
How is a riddle useful to me right now?
What cannot be said directly may be hinted at. Listen then. Rot and death are Angof's guise. Living flesh holds his demise. I must release the shard to the one who brings me what the living flesh beyond this crypt holds.
What are you talking about?
I cannot say directly, only through riddle. Seek what differs in the next room. Take what the living flesh holds, then unbind me with it.
Okay. Or tag. Or tag. Or tag. V the unpronounceable. V the multi-pronounceable.
You come to destroy my master? I know what you seek. I would tell you a simple riddle, yet You already have the answer in your possession. That rune you hold is the key to releasing me. The living flesh holds the riddle answer no longer.
Is this rune what the living flesh held?
Yes, but take care what you say. The words must be repeated exactly as written.
Oh. Oh. I don't know. Release from slumber and be free?
No, fool! The stone! Read the... Ah!
Sorry. Oh dear. Okay. Stone it is. Release from slumber, eternal darkness come forth. I'm sorry, man. That sounded painful.
You come to destroy my... Yes, but take care what you say. Ah, it's done! Thanks, Stendar. Here, take the shard key. I am free to ascend at last. Destroy Angof. Avenge me and the others that have fallen victim to his crimes.
On it.
You're dead.
Running past zombies doesn't work when there's an exit, because you can't zone while you're in combat, often.
We'll do what we can to help.
Oh,
Just
sorry,
stay away from his vines.
Yep, sorry, I almost tried to kill them. Stay away from the vines.
So you are the vain fool who seeks to ply Glenumbra from my grasp. After I kill you, I shall raise you up and make you my slave.
Kind of gross, sir.
You
Get
and
to
your
the light
friends
before
will
his
all
magic destroys
die.
you. You did it! Now hurry. Through the portal you go.
And he has even less gold than Faolchu. See, crime does not pay. Even mystical crime. And let me make sure there are no books in here. That's what's important. Gabrielle would understand.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Alright, maybe fun isn't the right word. But you were glorious. Angof is finally dead. We can't thank you enough for what you've done.
Where are the others?
The others have all collapsed in their tents. They're exhausted. But I wanted to welcome you back. And Sir Lannis wants to talk to you. He's telling the Lion Guard commander what happened. Who knows? Maybe he wants to give you a medal or something. Well, go on. We'll be fine. I promise.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
The king will be grateful for what we've done here. Some of Angof's minions are still running loose, but it's nothing we can't handle. Maybe things will finally return to normal now.
What about the vines throughout Glenumbra?
Without Angof's magic, hopefully the vines will wither and die. If not, I'm sure the Mages Guild can conjure up a spell to clear them away. I'm not too concerned about them.
But something is worrying you.
Yes, but I can't put my finger on it. We've heard rumblings that things up north aren't looking any better. Not necessarily vines and such, but there are whispers of other things out there that we need to be concerned about.
What exactly have you heard?
I hear there's trouble in Koglan Village. Something bad is happening up there. But don't worry about that right now. We just saved the people of Glenumbra. We should be celebrating. Now, where did I put it?
Where did you put what?
The king set aside this armor for the champion who defeated Angof. It was a treasure of Daggerfall, and now it belongs to you. It's your reward for all you've done for this land and its people. May luck follow you wherever you go.
Sir! Sir, with the strength. They took him, sir. The captain. They came at night. We couldn't.
Couldn't what? What happened?
We were returning from Daggerfall when our caravan was attacked. Bretons fighting with Daedra at their side. Killed most of us, but the captain, They took the captain.
Calm down, soldier. Did you see where they took him?
Stormhaven. Ruins. Near the border. They took him there.
I'll find your captain. Okay, so that should be the transition to the next zone. Okay. We can run up there and do a little bit of discovery, but we're essentially done with Glenumbra. So now the next area will be Stormhaven. So we'll be opening the new zone. So yeah, that's the border. So the quest is right here. I'm in Glenumbra, so we're going to transition to Stormhaven next. Let's just go do a little bit of discovery. There should be a crafting area, a dolmen, vampire shrine. Now, we can go check it out. It usually, once we clear an area like that, should have lessened the aggro in the place, but we'll see. So, we still are going to have thorns in Glenumbra pretty much forever. No lessened aggro. It's a shame.
You good? Of course you are.
I suppose it would be nice if they cleared the area of aggro after you fixed it, but
useful.
They never really
Hold
did
on to
that.
that.
Like, you can finish the main quest and destroy the Great Shackle, but the Dolmens are still going to spawn. I tried to find the book over here before. Maybe it's back there. I see somewhat of a blue glow. No, I don't see the book. Bummer. Ah, okay. There is a book down here, should be. Yes. Catacombs of Cathpedro by Victor Croquet. Cemetery at Cathpedro is the final resting place for some of our greatest heroes. Those who fought the many battles to keep Hyrox safe and who bled into the rivers and the soil. They gave up everything they had to protect this very land. The term hero depends on one's point of view. One man's hero, after all, can be another's villain, and another's king might be your tyrant. But everyone buried in Cathpedro fought and died for this land. Each of them, in their own way, has allowed us to live as we live today. Yep, surrounded by zombies and vines. And beneath the graves of these heroes lie the catacombs, a place where I believe the kings and queens and royal... The place where I believe the kings and queens and royalty of the past have been entombed. My studies of the surrounding countryside indicate that the catacombs exist. However, I haven't been able to find an entrance into these hidden tombs. Allow me to speculate on subjects where the existing records are incomplete at best. Before our time, the greatest battles of the Alessians and Dureni took place in this very land. Thousands lost their lives in the great battles that occurred here. After those conflicts, we saw the last Iliad king pass away and the bloodline of the Dureni thin out. Yet these Dureni had the most powerful magic at their command. Some say it was a type of magic that hadn't been seen before or since the Dureni. Magic that allowed them to bring down the tyranny of the Alessians and stop their army. I can only conclude that those who rest below Cath Pedro are the heroes who fell in battle those long years ago. That the Dureni buried their own and then sealed the crypts so that their resting places would never be disturbed. I will continue to search for new evidence that supports this theory, and I will continue to explore Cath Pedro in the hope of finding an entrance into these catacombs. I can only hope I don't disturb the Dureni magic that protects these tombs.
Let's go.
Okay. There is a crafting area. I think I've already discovered it, but let's go check again. Oh no, Paramolog Workshop. So this is a place for crafting set. I'm not sure I know what Paramolog does. Oh, it's Ashen Grip. That's very nice. I'm pretty sure I just made pieces like this before. But it's very good for something like a Dragon Knight that uses flame damage. So the bonus when you have all in the entire set is when you deal martial damage, you breathe fire to all enemies in front of you for 3,500 flame damage. This can occur once every 4 seconds. Yeah, it's... I give it to my Dragon Knight. One of my Dragon Knights. Right now with, oh, Fire's Grip. The Iliad rune known as Parmolag, Fist or Grip of Fire, in the ancient tongue, makes an excellent location for a secret crafting workshop, Doratella. So, yeah, it's, I just like sets that do little things like that. It's nice to have a powerful set that, you know, gives you extra spells, or, extra spell damage, but I like little, like, things that breathe fire or, you know, glow a certain color. Okay. Yeah, this is a vampire. This is a vampire shrine, so you could become a vampire here if you wished. I do not wished. Alright, I am going to... It's tough to get these dolmen in an area like this because they often aren't camped. Mostly because
let's make this
the
quick.
place that is most camped is the Alakir Desert. Because the way shrines are easy to get to, it's desert territory. And so everyone is pretty much
resting here. Just for a moment, though.
Moved to there if you want to do a run. Here, as you can see, it's just, you know, there's just cliffs, things are far away. I'm gonna run up here to see if the dolmen will activate. Just to clear the map.
Cultist! Someone help!
What other than some achievement random encounters, we have essentially cleared Glenumbra and we'll be moving to Stormhaven. Good, so we've at least discovered it. Alright. Okay, someone else grab that. And my other characters have actually done this, so it should probably... Yeah, so it looks clear. Alright. I'm gonna go up here and see if I can get the little note. The devoted and the deranged. Okay.
Stop that thief!
Curse it! I haven't even done anything yet.
So that's Quen from the Thieves Guild. They just came out with a new Thieves Guild chapter, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. It'll be in Daggerfall. I'm not starting that yet. We'll do those in order. But I'm glad to see that extended. I really do like the Thieves Guild storyline, if not the mechanics. On Plunder Skulls. Hear, O faithful, the call of the crows. On this our most sacred holiday, the Witches' Festival, when blessed darkness falls, and moons fill the sky. The time to celebrate is nigh. Have you prepared your plunder skulls, filled them with ghoulish riches to inspire both horror and greed among the uninitiated? And have you distributed them to the most powerful and fearsome villains across the land? Good, good, then all is in readiness for the celebration to come. With every plunder skull earned during the time of the festival, the power and vitality of the witch covens grow. So what if villains fall and the adventuring masses acquire the prizes we sequester in our macabre skull-shaped baskets? The chaos sowed as they strive to find and collect them all adds to undeniable sweetness to the power we attain. Remember, O faithful, that the deadliest foes of the world drop plunder skulls upon defeat. Adventurers simply have to slay such a foe to acquire its plunder skull. And they may acquire as many as they're able during the allotted time, as long as they continue to triumph over these foes. Every plunder skull contains a useful and creepy treasure, provided you prepare your plunder skulls correctly. Remember, you can fill them with alchemy materials, provisioning recipes, fishing bait, furniture, anything, as long as it inspires greed and makes those not of the covens uneasy. Some of you have asked about the more rare and powerful Dremora plunder skulls. Know this, O faithful. If you must ask, you are not skilled or proficient enough to create such a vessel. These vessels contain a specific set of Dremora motif chapters, and have been distributed to the superior defenders of such extreme locations as the Dragonstar and Maelstrom arenas, the Dark Anchors and Abyssal Geysers, delves and dungeons and trials. They can also be acquired by defeating the most deadly of champions wandering the wilderness of Tambriel, as well as the lords of deadly subterranean domains. Now go, O faithful, and celebrate, revel in the chaos, and drink deep of the power granted to us as the plunder skulls are hunted down and gathered. So that is for... Okay, so yeah, this is probably... We can only open this during the Witches' Festival. Alright, I'm going to try one more time to run down to this to see if there's a quest down here, and if not, we are done.
I'm with you.
I'm going to try going inside the delve this time, see if the quest is inside. We already finished the delve, but not the quest. So let's head in, see if there's any markers. anywhere. Ah, okay, well, there's the quest. A brush with death. Okay. Must have run the other way.
Too much to do in too little time.
Before Vigneau's sketchbook. His journal contains a variety of sketches, many of them annotated, showing Bloodthorn rituals and Red Rook bandits. There's also a folded message stuck between the cover and the first page of the book. Odette, if you're reading this, I hope I'm not dead. The Bloodthorn attacked the mines and caught me off guard. I'm working on an escape plan. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. Stay safe in Glenumbra Moors. Your brother, Guiford Vignau. I should deliver this note to Odette. Okay, and that's a note. So I'll run that way. So I'm gonna need to go north, west, wait. Let's hope it connects here. North, west, see if there's a place I can jump down. Okay. Okay, there is. Oh!
From the side!
Flank, now!
At last I'm free!
Ran the wrong way. Like, here, we're gonna be in a cult where we turn people into zombies that have thorns growing out of them. Who's like, ooh, I want to do that. I wanted to do that since I was a little kid. Ugh.
You want to die? Fine.
Heal me!
Oh, wow. I don't know how to get over there. Okay. Is there a passageway? It is but a dead end. Strange. I don't see any passage. Alright, there's another note down here. I don't see how to get there, so like a Persian rug. With one flaw. My map will have one unexplored location. Bloodthorn orders. Long ago, a strange gem was discovered in the mines of Kuras. The gem was magnificent and flawless. For all its beauty, however, no one understood the power it contained, nor did they realize that the mines were teeming with the stones. We discovered that these gems could be used to power our corruption totems. We need more gems to support our efforts against the weird tree. Claim the mine and impress some people into service to collect more of these gems. Okay, I don't see the passage, so we shall move on. Okay.
I owe you one.
So, Glenumbra, brush with death. Let's talk to Odell. Oh, Odell is somewhere else. Alright, so there is the map of Glenumbra filled in. And next time we will be on to Stormhaven, so we'll stand next to this creepy crystal and say goodbye, and thanks for joining us.